Hello students, today we will continue with transport of gases. In transport of gases, we will study it in three parts. One is medium of transport, second is transport of oxygen, and third one is transport of carbon dioxide. First we will study medium of transport. Blood is the medium of transport for oxygen and carbon dioxide. स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो ऑक्सीजन और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है बॉडी के अंदर, दैट इज कैरिड अवे बाय ब्लड. सो ब्लड acts as a medium for the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. And when we talk about oxygen, 97% of oxygen is transported by RBCs in the blood, whereas only 3% of oxygen is transported by plasma. You know, there are two components of blood. One is cellular component, just like RBCs, white WBCs, and one is plasma. So red blood cells carry 97% of the oxygen, whereas plasma carry only 3% of the oxygen. Nearly 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide is transported by RBCs. Students, when we talk about carbon dioxide, only 20 to 25%. In comparison to the oxygen, you can see there 97% of oxygen was carried by RBCs. Here only 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide is transported by RBCs. Whereas only 7% is carried by the plasma in dissolved state. Then what happened to the rest of the 70% of carbon dioxide? This 70% of carbon dioxide is carried in the form of bicarbonate ions by the blood. So students, carbon dioxide is taken by carbonate ions in the blood. So 20 to 25% is carried by RBCs, 70% in the form of bicarbonate ions, and only 7% in dissolved state in the plasma. So after the medium of transport, we will talk about transport of oxygen. Oxygen is transported by hemoglobin in the blood, and hemoglobin is a red colored iron containing pigment present in the RBCs. ऑक्सीजन का ट्रांसपोर्ट हीमोग्लोबिन के द्वारा होता है, और ये हीमोग्लोबिन रेड कलर्ड आयरन कंटेनिंग पिगमेंट है जो आरबीसी में प्रेजेंट होता है. नाउ ऑक्सीजन कैन बाइंड विद हीमोग्लोबिन इन ए रिवर्सिबल मैनर टू फॉर्म ऑक्सीहीमोग्लोबिन. एल्वियोलाई के अंदर ऑक्सीजन इस हीमोग्लोबिन के साथ अटैच हो जाती है और बनाती है ऑक्सीहीमोग्लोबिन. टिश्यूज के अंदर ऑक्सीहीमोग्लोबिन ब्रेक डाउन हो जाता है और ऑक्सीजन को रिलीज कर देता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई द वर्ड रिवर्सिबल इज हियर. ईच हीमोग्लोबिन मोलिक्यूल कैन कैरी ए मैक्सिमम ऑफ 4 मोलिक्यूल्स ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. एक हीमोग्लोबिन मोलिक्यूल ऑक्सीजन के 4 मोलिक्यूल्स को कैरी कर सकता है. Now this binding of oxygen with hemoglobin to form the oxyhemoglobin. On what factors this formation of oxyhemoglobin depends? The primary factor over which the binding of oxygen with hemoglobin depends is the partial pressure of oxygen. More will be the partial pressure of oxygen, more will be the binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin. Or you can say, when we plot partial pressure of oxygen against the saturation of hemoglobin. Saturation of hemoglobin means binding of hemoglobin with oxygen. we get a sigmoid shaped graph, S-shaped graph. Means more of the partial pressure of oxygen is increasing, more of the saturation of hemoglobin is occurring. And so almost at the 95 millimeter of mercury pressure, almost 100% of the hemoglobin gets saturated with oxygen. Now there are certain other factors over which this binding of oxygen depends. What are the factors? They are partial pressure of carbon dioxide, hydrogen ion concentration and temperature. These are three more factors over which saturation of hemoglobin takes place, or saturation of hemoglobin depends. Now you see in the alveoli, where all the four factors are favorable, there partial pressure of oxygen is high, PCO2 is low, hydrogen ion concentration is low, and temperature is also low. So these four factors leads to the formation of oxyhemoglobin. In alveoli, there is lower temperature as comparison to the tissues, because in tissues dissociation of nutrients, burning of the nutrient molecules leads to the generation of energy. So in tissues temperature is high, whereas in the alveoli temperature is comparatively low. And hydrogen ion concentration is low in alveoli because in alveoli bicarbonate ions, I will show you here. In alveoli, these bicarbonate ions combine with hydrogen ions to release carbon dioxide gas. So the concentration of hydrogen ions becomes low in the alveoli. So in alveoli, hydrogen ion concentration is low, temperature is low, and as we know, PCO2 is low and PO2 is high. So all these factors are favoring the formation of oxyhemoglobin. But in tissues, there is low PO2, high PCO2, high hydrogen ion concentration, and high temperature. So these four conditions will lead or will favor the dissociation of oxyhemoglobin to produce oxygen. So oxygen is dissociated from oxyhemoglobin in the tissues. Every 100 ml of oxygenated blood can deliver around 5 ml of oxygen to the tissues under normal physiological conditions. Under normal physiological conditions, when we are healthy, 100 ml of oxygenated blood deliver 5 ml of oxygen to the tissues. Now we will study transport of carbon dioxide. Just like oxygen is transported in the form of oxyhemoglobin, carbon dioxide is transported in the form of carbaminohemoglobin. But only 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide is transported in the form of carbaminohemoglobin. And just like the formation of oxyhemoglobin, the formation of carbaminohemoglobin also depends upon the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. More will be the PCO2, more will be the binding of carbon dioxide with hemoglobin. So again, in alveoli, PO2 is high, PCO2 is low. In alveoli, PCO2 is low, PO2 is high. So that will lead to the dissociation of carbaminohemoglobin and will release the carbon dioxide. Whereas in tissues, PCO2 is high, so more formation of carbaminohemoglobin will take place, or more carbon dioxide will get attached with the hemoglobin. Now, as we have seen, only 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide is transported in the form of carbaminohemoglobin. And now, how the rest of the CO2 is transported? RBCs contain a high concentration of an enzyme carbonic anhydrase. RBCs के अंदर एंजाइम होता है कार्बोनिक एनहाइड्रेस, जिसकी प्रेजेंस में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करती है और कार्बोनेट आयंस को रिलीज करती है। इन बाइकार्बोनेट आयंस की फॉर्म में 70% कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ट्रांसपोर्ट की जाती है। A very small quantity of this carbonic anhydrase is also present in the plasma. So 7%, a small quantity of carbon dioxide, 7% of carbon dioxide is also transported by plasma in dissolved state. So at the tissues, their PCO2 is high, so CO2 will diffuse into the blood, and in blood, in RBCs and in plasma, it will form bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions. But in the alveoli, as the PCO2 becomes low, these bicarbonate ions will combine with these hydrogen ions to release the CO2, and this CO2 is exhaled out. Now every 100 ml of deoxygenated blood delivers approximately 4 ml of CO2 to the alveoli. Just like oxygenated blood, 100 ml of oxygenated blood was delivering 5 ml of oxygen to the tissues. Here 100 ml of deoxygenated blood delivers 4 ml of CO2 to the alveoli. Students, if you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can mention in the comment box. We will answer you as much as possible. And if you want to download the notes, you can download from the description box. Thank you.